We will rejoin you all in the aftermath. You guys have been eating some of the food. The very, like, we described it as kind of the shawarma scene from the end of the first Avengers, where it's just a complete disaster. Everybody's all beat up and tired, and you all ate food, and then Strahd gave you all rooms, and you long rested, and he didn't murder you in your sleep. So it'll be the next morning.
Cool.
And you all meet back down in the same dining hall you were in, and you'll get breakfast.
What's for breakfast?
It is all of the breakfast foods that Strahd's ever sampled. Similar to how you had all of the dinner type foods. Right. So you had, you'll have, a standard fare of different kinds of pastries and bagels and, eggs and omelets and, all sorts of different things.
All right.
Is there a giant plate of bacon?
Yeah, there's bacon. There's he has a waffle maker. It's a thing that he made when he was back in Waterdeep, learning from an artificer there. He made a waffle maker.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a waffle maker before?
I don't think so. Have you? No. Well, you know what? It looks eerily similar to Waffle Stomper's boots.
That's right, because waffles were canon.
Yeah.
I don't eat that then. That looks suspiciously violent.
When you open up, you see that it looks like a waffle, like the boots, and it compresses, and you'll see it. We'll say that as you're walking in, you see like one of the servants making waffles.
Okay.
But yeah, so imagine, if you will, the best diner you've ever been to and the breakfast menu for that diner.
Okay, so I'm gonna get the King's combo.
Yeah,
King's Valley Diner in Kingston.
Yeah, and then Strahd's like, "Do you mean the Queen's combo?"
Ooh.
No, I goddamn don't.
And he's like, "Right, okay, there'll be one Queen's combo."
Clyde's gonna get a giant tray full of, and just pile it with bacon, put it down at the table, morph into a wolf, and just start blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Rick's gonna sample a little bit of everything that he's never tried before, as long as it's not a moon pie.
Yeah, there's no dream pies here.
No dream pie.
No dream pies here.
When you turn into a wolf, Clyde, I'm sure Neville has a little twitch in his
Yeah, oh yeah, he's not. There's definitely some your PTSD in him right back to the time that he died. So
all right, we're gonna take on those hags, right, Neville? This probably isn't ominous at all.
And he's just like,
I mean, we could not, if you'd rather not.
And he's like, no.
Okay, so Strahd, what's the most amount of fire we can hit them with from far away?
And he's like, the fireball, maybe? That sounds pretty good.
How much booze you got?
I mean, I have a lot of wine. The whole winery.
No, but booze. Do you have any hard liquor?
Well, I mean, not as much as I have wine, but yes, we do have some.
Proof or more.
We do have some. We can see what we're able to turn up.
Okay.
All right. Let's stuff some.
He says we have lots of bacon grease.
Strahd, what would the easiest way to kill these hags be? Any tricks?
She says, well, since I've gone and I came back, they had sort of become a little more, how would you say, emboldened to gain more power, reach out beyond what would be their means, because there was no one in the high seat of power keeping them in check. So it's going to be maybe more difficult than it would have been the last time. And Neville's just you see him white knuckle the table, his spoon, his fork and his knife as he's cutting the pancake, and shakes a little bit. And he composes himself well enough. And he says, well, they do have lots of, they are accomplished spellcasters, so they have many means of doing things like that. They have resistances to a variety of different types of damages. Primarily non-magical and silver weapons, but also cold and fire. So
Okay, so lightning would be a good move.
there's that whole ethereal plane business where they shift into the ethereal plane to escape. That's not great.
No.
But that's all contained in the Heartstone, one of the magical artifacts. If they happen to have, if you are able to obtain the Heartstone from them, then you can use that to stop them from transporting to the ethereal plane.
Oh, perfect.
Ah,
All right, so sounds like maybe a reconnaissance mission is on the plate here.
Yeah.
Go get the Heartstone and then ambush them.
what's the size and weight of said Heartstone?
And he says, well, imagine like a heart, like a human heart.
Okay.
That's about it.
And is it affixed to a necklace or something?
And he says, well, it might be. He says, I'm not really, I'll be honest, I don't check in. We're not like super close.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right. This is what I'm thinking, guys.
Yes.
Neville, you give me that robe of eyes. I sneak in, try and steal the Heartstone,
Why do you need the robe of eyes for that?
so I can see them if they go into the ethereal plane.
All right.
It's not a bad move.
Yeah. Clyde could do her hiding thing.
I mean, you guys just stay close, and if I yell real loud, save me.
Come fight some shit.
Save me, please.
All right.
Scream equals come save me.
Yep.
Got it.
Yep.
What if you like shriek? Or like
Yes. Loud. If we can hear him,
Yeah.
we'll go with
you
it.
make a loud enough noise to be audible to us, come save you.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so you okay. Okay.
All right. And
All
then, like, I feel like this is gonna be where Dragon Clyde can shine.
Ooh. Okay. Obviously I'm not
Are you still a wolf?
well I guess
Wait, Rosie.
I will de-wolf
Ah.
and be like, okay, before this happens, I just had a lot of bacon. Can we take like a brief short rest so that I have both my wild shapes so that I can turn into that dragon?
Oh, I was planning on not going within the next hour anyway.
Perfect.
I mean,
Continue, and I sip my coffee.
this castle is beautiful and luxurious, and I wasn't in a hurry to leave.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I was hoping to grab like a bath and a nap first.
What?
I was a bath and a nap.
All right.
Why are you sighing at me?
Why do you have a problem with me sighing? It's just a type of breathing.
I guess, but I didn't think I was being unreasonable and wanting a bath and a nap, and
I'm what? You're what?
you seem disappointed that I wanted a bath and a nap, and I'm just kind of curious.
Bricks in
I
action.
just don't understand why you would feel curious about whether or not I was breathing.
I wasn't. I knew you were breathing because you did it audibly and at something. It's fine. I'm gonna have that bath and a nap now. See you guys back here in an hour and a half.
All right.
All right.
Enjoy.
Take a short rest and wait for him and sample more breakfast foods.
Okay, yeah.
Rick
Over
likes the jelly donut. The
Over
best.
that rest, I'm going to swap out some attunement magic items.
Question, Tedward.
Sure.
I was looking at my spell list, and I have Fairy Fire prepared, which is silly because I can do it through my staff, and I forgot that. So can we say that I switched it, like, the night before? I'm not going to do anything that would, like, directly be, like, keeping them like that would help us against the hags because I wouldn't have known any of the information at that point. But like,
Well, it's a new. You long rested.
yeah.
Yeah, you can do it anyway.
You could do it
Can you
anyway.
do it now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I had to do
Every
it, like,
time, no, every time you take a long rest in the morning, you're able to
Right.
swap out your
Okay, cool.
your
Then in
spells.
that case, is a hag considered a celestial elemental, a fae, or a fiend?
Yes.
Yes,
They are fiends. Neville would know that specifically.
he would know that specifically. He
Delightful.
would. Indeed,
Delightful.
he learned that all too well. Well, I guess not too well. He learned it all too sad.
He did learn it though.
He did learn it. Let me just check one thing real quick. And then, yeah, you guys are... So is there anything you guys are looking to, aside from swapping stuff?
I want to get this jelly recipe.
Oh, I'll remind you, Celine, that fairy fire is from the Wand of Wonder.
Oh, is that why? Did
So-
I thought
No, it's
Isn't
from
it
the
also a
Wand...
druid spell?
It is, but she had it in there. It shows up as, like, it populates your spell list with every spell from the Wand of Wonder.
but I de-attuned to it, so shouldn't it not be there?
Well, did you de-attune to it?
I thought I did, because I have the staff.
Oh, well, it didn't have you de-attune to it, I guess, for whatever reason. It's still showing up in there for some reason. I don't know. Whatever, it's
Oh.
fine. So,
Either way, I'm going to swap it out, I think.
okay. Yeah, it's weird. It still kept it in there for some reason.
Yeah, okay. All right.
That's weird. Anyway, okay. So, all right, you swap your spells. You're sampling breakfast foods. You're swapping attunements. So, just what are you What's your plan now for attunements, Sean?
Warp blade, luck stone, adamantine robe, robe of eyes.
Got it. Okay. And Neville still has the same items, I think. Right.
Yeah, you said he swapped out the robe of eyes.
Oh, right. Neville gets his stuff back
Yeah.
from
Oh,
Strahd.
Mm-hmm.
So Neville, let me go find if I gave him back his equipment. Okay. So yeah, he gets. So he has the last stand plate, which is +1 plate mail. That is, if you die while wearing this armor, it is destroyed, and each celestial, fae, and fiend within 30 feet of you must make a charisma save or be banished to their home plane.
Oh,
Oh, that's nice.
So he thought that was a Neville thing. And he also has the Pariah's Shield, which is a +2 shield, but you gain a +1 AC for every 2 allies within 5 feet of you
Oh,
while you
wow.
wear this shield.
nice.
And when a creature you can see within 5 feet of you takes damage, you can use your reaction to take that damage instead of them.
Aha.
And when you do so, the damage type changes to force damage.
Ooh.
So, I mean, if he had a way to get himself resistance to force damage, he could drop that again. But all 3 of those items are... The armor is not attunement. So he's attuned to the shield, the spear, and the Fate's Bane belt currently.
Cool. That all makes sense.
So yeah, his AC is a 22 standard now.
Yeah.
With,
Well, and with us around,
yeah, that goes
so
up.
with that, yeah, that goes up to 24. With
If everybody is within 5 feet.
but that's pretty damn cool.
Yeah. And then again, he could always, I guess, Shield of Faith too.
Yep.
To go higher. So, all right. So you have the Robe of Eyes then. That answers that.
Party question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you think I should have the luck stone, which gives me a +1 to all my saves and a +1 to all my ability checks for this upcoming battle, or the arc thrower?
What does the arc thrower do again?
It's a crossbow. It does
Luck
it's
stone.
lightning damage instead. Functions as a +1 crossbow, but I can bond the weapon to 3 different creatures, and then they would take a D12 at the start of the turn.
I say Luckstone because you're going in by yourself at the beginning. So it
That's a
might be
good point.
good.
I was gonna say for like the reconnaissance aspect at least, have the luck stone.
Yeah, that's fair.
And if you can, I don't know, because you can do it on a minute. So, like, if you feel the need to swap it at some point before battle, maybe.
I
But-
need 10 minutes.
oh, it's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'll go
Okay.
with them.
Yeah, so I de-attuned to the Cloak of the Bat, and now I have the Robe of Eyes for the moment.
Okay, got it. All right, so that answers that. All right, so when is your plan to set out and leave?
Well, you reattuned during your bath and nap, right?
Yeah, it takes 10 minutes for me to de and reattune.
Okay. So I guess we're planning like, a nice lazy 9:30 start or something.
Weird.
I like it.
All right, that
Not at the
works.
crack of dawn. We're
Yeah,
not
no.
crack of dawn adventurers anymore.
No. We're jumpers, but we're not early morning jumpers.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to be now. You're in a very safe place. So,
Yeah, so we're going to try to linger. We're lingerers now.
just
And maligners.
Alright. Also, when like the shit starts, Strahd, you said they're very accomplished spellcasters, right?
Yes.
So you and I, we can take care of some of that.
Some, yes, but I believe they have spellcasting that more rivals the level of your friend here, and he'll gesture to Clyde.
What's up?
Yeah, but like, on a good day, I'm here,
He says, what I mean is I think they have up to 9th level spells.
Yeah, I know, but I can still counter it with a good roll.
That's fair. But I just wanted to make it well aware that there are 3 of them
He's very lucky.
with 9th level spells.
Okay. So is there what's her face? The one that sells the dream pies
Oh, they can. Yeah, sure. Morgantha.
goes into Barovia, the town, right?
Mm-hmm.
By herself.
Yes.
Should
Do you want to just kill her there?
I think we should try and get the Heartstone while she's out, and then kill her, and then come back for the other 2.
Does she have the Heartstone?
Yes. No.
Strahd, do you know which one of them has the Heartstone? Or is it like something they keep in...
It's a layer.
It says, well, I believe each one of them would have their own Heartstone, so they could each make their way into the ethereal plane as needed.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Do they? Where would someone keep that on their person? Do they keep it in their heart? Do they?
Rick had a lively, several minute conversation with her previously. Does he remember if he saw it?
You can make me an intelligence check now that because you're thinking back, like you weren't thinking anything of it at the time.
Right.
So.
May I also make that check?
Sure.
25. Natural 20.
Well,
Oh, never mind.
That's a saving throw. Sorry. So it would have been 24.
well, still. Yeah, you saw she had like a black gem on a chain around her neck.
That was vaguely heart-shaped.
Yeah, I mean, heart-sized, not necessarily shaped like a heart. That's a little too on the nose.
Right.
All
right, so I will tell Oz about that. Then the play is to distract her just a little so that Oz can real sneakily steal it, and then we kill her. Then we go get the other ones.
Repeat where it was?
She had it on a necklace.
Oh. Oz, you ever stolen a necklace off of someone? Like pickpockety-wise?
Yeah.
So can you just, sneak it off her?
I mean, I can certainly try. I mean, having an invisible magic hand that...
Can't hurt.
it helps.
Strahd, can either of you guys do invisibility, the spell?
Yeah, I can do it.
Oh, okay. So you could literally be invisible, be untraceable with your invisible hand. You should be able to do it. I have 100% faith in you. I can't even find you normally.
All right.
Is that a question?
No, let's do it.
All right.
Let's go to Barovia, do some recon. Strahd, do you have a hat you could put on so they don't know it's you? I feel like it's going to cause a stir if people see it's you, right?
Why don't you just become a bat and hang out in the eaves.
We can give him human makeup like we did for Neville.
And he's like, I think I'll be all right. Don't worry about me.
All right, cool.
Fair enough.
Just being the land has its powers.
Cool. Let's head out.
We head out.
We head out.
Okay, you guys head out for the city of Barovia proper. So you do. And you guys make your way there. So we'll say you're in the town. It takes you guys a couple hours. You get there. No big deal. You could take you guys going on foot, you could take like a carriage. I mean, he has...
If there's a carriage available, Oz is going to ask to take the carriage.
Yeah, obviously. Strahd has
Wait,
one.
is this Strahd's super fancy carriage? We can't take this.
Why not?
We're not trying to make like a big splash coming into town.
I mean,
That's reasonable.
we could get close to town and then walk.
If I get in this carriage, I'm gonna totally destroy it.
I can fix it if you give me enough time.
I know, but fine. I will hang on to the back of the carriage.
Okay.
I'll just stand on the back
Like
with
you used to
my
do with our
spider.
wagon.
What?
So,
Just stand on the back like the footman dudes.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, why don't you just drive it like you used to do with our wagon?
because I have spikes on my butt.
So
That's
So
by
I don't care about destroying. This is his wagon. I don't understand.
Do you have a really fluffy pillow that Rick could sit on with his butt spike so that he doesn't damage the driver's seat?
I
There's
can
no.
magically fix the holes. I can magically fix the holes. This isn't a problem.
I'll just stand on top. I'm very good at balancing.
But you're very heavy.
Okay, no, it's a great idea. He's gonna stand on top. We got this. Let's go.
We hit a muddy patch, we're screwed.
and Neville's just sitting there, still dealing with postpartum wolf depression, just like with his head in his hands, and he's like, you know, my other group, they had so many concrete plans, and we just died. And these people can't figure out how to get to one place, and they're doing it. I don't get it. And he's just like not talking to anybody. He's just like looking into a bowl of porridge, just like having a conversation with himself.
I want to put my hand on his shoulder and be like, "Hey, man, don't worry. There's no such thing as wolves."
And he's just like, I don't get it. I don't.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't either. We bicker about literally everything. We do everything dumb and ass backwards, but it all seems to work out. So
you know why?
Cinched your
And he's like, do not say your jumpers. Do not say it.
No. Prosecute.
And he's like, what? You might as well just said you were jumpers. This is all just made up things you say.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm pretty sure these are just
everything
things.
everyone says is a made-up thing we say.
Frosty juice, I think, is the most real thing that we say. Neville, okay?
It's really 7 for 7 now. It's 7 for 6. In fact, we're one ahead.
Aha!
It just kind of worked out, man. I see what you're doing. You're thinking about it. What you gotta do, don't think about it.
Think about it.
Don't think
He's
about
just
it.
like,
Because your other group, they were thinking about it.
They were thinking about it too much.
and he's like, well, one of them wasn't thinking about it.
Yeah, but the group as a whole thought about it, and then him not thinking about it is the problem. So if
Yeah.
none of us think about it, there are no bad thoughts.
Also, when you don't think about it, you can think about it. You see,
Think about it.
And he's just like,
Anyway, when we get back to Evrand, there's this awesome mac and cheese you gotta try. Let's go.
all
As
right.
we start walking away, I'm gonna go over to Rick and I'll be like, I'm getting a feeling that Neville is probably gonna be more of a Flint and Theron kind of guy than a you and me kind of guy.
You know what? I don't think he can keep up with anybody. He's kind of dour.
All right, that's a good point.
Flint has a very good attitude and positive outlook in life. Maybe that's what Neville needs now.
Maybe it'd rub off on him.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know who could be sad hanging out with Theron for a long period of time.
Yeah, he was dirty. He's a dirty person.
He is not clean. That is true.
No, it's really not his strong suit.
That's coming from me. So I mean, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, I'm
Yeah,
dirty, but he's like a
smell after a while. You desensitize to it.
yeah.
Actually, Jake, what's it with you and characters that don't like to bathe?
What? Oh, that's certainly. There's nothing about it. Ikaj loved bathing.
That's true.
He
Yeah.
destroyed a fire elemental in a bath one time.
That's true.
Yeah, he took one bath the entire campaign.
That's you know what? That's honestly one more bath than anyone else took.
Fair. Fair.
Jake
Alright.
likes to be dirty.
Ikaj
guess.
would have bathed every day, and he also took immaculate care of his hair.
I like how Jake's wish fulfillment is I'd like to not shower as much as I do.
Yep.
I wonder if he made those characters in the world of COVID-19, if they would still be so focused on not, constant upkeep of cleanliness, Maybe they were just like, they like to be social and go out and talk to people. I don't know.
Yeah.
Weird stuff.
New friends. Carrick doesn't take baths because he's afraid somebody's going to ambush him while he's naked.
It checks out.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Dez. Maybe he's a cat. Like, clean himself all the time.
And also as a thief, one of the greatest in the world, you don't want to leave in an odor.
But,
You're right.
Who's that?
You're
why
leaving
why
an
does that
odor,
smell
that's
like
a
human
big
refuse?
problem.
Oh, there's a sneaking guy.
Yeah.
I mean, all good points. Okay, so you guys set out in a carriage, and then you stop what you assume to be a respectable distance outside of Barovia, and then everybody hops out and walks on foot. So you do that, and you make your way into the town of Barovia.
All right, Oz, you better start being sneaky.
Okay, Clyde, can I get an assist?
Boom.
Cool. And before I do that, I'm like, all right, so here's the plan. We want to figure out where her route is. I'm going to set up in an alley that she is crossing, okay?
Mhm.
You guys are going to be on the other side of that alley, and you're going to stop her and inquire about the dream pies. You can even buy some, just don't eat them. While you're doing that, I'm going to come out of the alley invisible with an invisible hand and try and invisibly take that shit off her neck.
Why do you even need to hide in an alley to do that? We could all literally just walk up together.
And you could be
could
here
just
with
be
us.
invisible yourself, and we'll walk up and be like, "Hey, looking to buy some dream pies."
Footprints, nerd. Footprints.
I look around. Are there footprints being left? It's a cobblestone street.
I don't know that.
It's a cobblestone street.
On it.
It is a cobblestone street. We were here before.
Yeah, but the cobblestones don't just trust me. This is
Are your boots muddy? That could leave a track.
Can't
What?
you fly?
not today. I de-attuned from that cloak.
You're not a bat anymore?
Not for at least another 10 minutes.
You know what?
I forgot.
Rick leads over to Clyde, and it's like, that's why Strahd liked him.
Why?
Because he could be a bat.
Oh!
Bat kid.
Oh!
And he's like, I can hear everything that you're saying.
Yeah, we do this to each other because we're fun.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I start walking around looking for Morgantha. I follow my nose.
Sure, make me a perception check.
A smell check.
Yep.
Actually, this would be a good time for a wolf.
13.
Smells like Barovia. So like desperation.
My favorite cologne.
Yeah. Sad. It smells sad. It smells like depression. That's what it smells
Smells
like.
like seasonal depression out here.
Yeah. Only if the season is depression.
Yes.
So
Not seasons of love.
yeah. I guess since Oz is looking for stuff too, you can make me let's see. Let's go with a charisma investigation check
All right.
to gather information.
Which
All right.
is It's lower.
Are any of these dwarves?
No.
Ah.
While these guys are looking around, I'm gonna be like,
Two.
yo, Strahd.
Yes.
All right.
So when you first came to our tower, there were like horse noises? Was that just
Yes.
you being a dick? Or like, is my horse here?
And he's like, no, I don't know anything about the horse.
Like a nightmare? Like the
And
green?
he's just like, I have a nightmare. He's
Does
pretty
it have
great.
green hair? Well,
No.
flames?
No.
Rats.
No, we're talking about the horse.
If you see a nightmare, well, no, like a nightmare horse.
Right,
No.
right. We're talking about the horse, not rats. Exactly.
No. So, all right. Good talk. And I slowly walk away and be like, Rick, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can be friends with this guy.
Okay, so I just.
He's like,
rolled a
again, I can
two
still
on
hear
my
what you're
card
saying.
thing. So you're gonna say that to me, but I'm gonna walk up to the first person I see in town, and I'm gonna grab him by the shoulders, and I'm gonna shake him a little bit and go, "Where are the dream pies?"
And
Because I
they're
rolled a 2 on that.
Oh. Not
and
so.
they're like, man, I don't know.
Ah, throw him away.
And they're like, ah.
I got an 18 on mine.
Yeah, you're able to find some information, and you guys can get you basically remembering where you went and found her before. You're able to get like a general idea of what you think her path is, and about what time you think she'll be there. So it'll be in like a half an hour for sake of brevity.
All right, cool. We set up for my perfect plan.
Yeah,
Okay. You
Alley.
yeah. Alleyway. Us on the other side of the alleyway. Morgantha on this side of the alleyway. No, but Clyde, you're totally right about Strahd. He's weird.
And he's like, you know, again that I'm with you because that's just
Yes,
part of the
I
plan.
understand, but you are purposely obtuse.
And he's like, you coming from the guy who answers every question with a question.
He's got a point there, Rick.
Doesn't he, though?
John,
No,
You're
I think it.
I like you again. Let's be buds.
Wow,
Yeah.
pickle.
And he's like,
Hey, you're not
I...
supposed to be talking. You're supposed to be in an alley. Quiet. Get back over there.
You now know how it feels. Every time you want to try to say something and it's like, yeah, can't. You're
You're
not.
an animal.
Exactly. Every time.
We have to get like a sign for when we're back in person, and it'll just be like an animal sign. So when like we're having a conversation and Celine is Clyde, she just starts just hold it in front of her face. It's just like, nope.
I
No,
will answer charades what I am trying to say.
Yeah,
Are you impressed?
I mean, it's yeah. I feel like when you were the giant ape, it was more reasonable because you had
Fingers.
movement part. Like as a wolf, you can only do so many things because they, you don't have.
My
Back,
move would
Blighty.
bite a stick and try to write in the dirt, or like write with my paw and scrape and try to write stuff.
Little Jimmy's in the well. Let's go.
Yeah, right.
I just,
All right. Here's a fun game to waste for 30 minutes, and then I explain a fun game that takes 30 minutes.
Ooh,
wow, that was a really fun game that
really?
lasted 30
Right.
minutes.
Can it take 25 minutes so I can get a refresh on the Pass Without Trace before we start the shenanigans?
Yeah, but you're in the alleyway, so you're not even playing this game.
Yeah, but I messaged that to you from 120 feet away.
Yeah, I skipped some of the rules, and it doesn't come out as good as it could have, but it only
This
takes
is a
45
slightly
minutes.
less fun game that took 25 minutes.
The best I could do in the time.
Well, at least we still got to play a game. Bright side, right? Cup half.
And he's like, and he's just like sitting there. Like Neville and him are both like awkwardly sitting there while you guys are having a conversation about one or both of them or this game in this time frame. And he's like, so it's really no necessarily hard feelings. I mean, I didn't kill you, so there was all the other things, but you got to understand from my perspective. And he's just like, sure, yep. And he's like, I feel like you're taking this better than I thought. So, I mean, good on you. It's a process. You'll be learning. There's a lot to deal with. I understand. Good talk. And Neville's just like,
Anyway, so once you get the small marble into the circle, you win.
Oh, all right. I think I vaguely understand this game.
Cool.
So yeah, then you guys hear the telltale sound of a squeaky wheel as you see a cart being pushed down the cobblestone street as it's thumping along the stones, coming down the street.
Pretty cool.
Dream pies for sale. She's got a little bell. She's ringing the bell. Dream pies.
Oh, I'm gonna take time on purpose to clean up the game that we were just playing, so that she has to walk further closer to us. 1 minute. Hold this up. See, the thing is, you got to fold it up into eighths. So that way when you lay it out next time, it's already portioned out correctly.
While he's doing that,
Mhm.
I will cast Mage Hand and then Invisibility, and then try and sneak over there and try and bloop the necklace off of her neck stealthily.
Okay. So you are invisible, and the mage hand is invisible.
Quite.
Okay. All right.
And we are chatting.
Yes.
So go ahead and make your stealth check
All right. My stealth check will
with
be
the mage hand.
a 45.
Oh, sorry, no, not a stealth check, a sleight of hand check.
Okay. But I am that stealthy, though, right?
You are that stealthy, but the hand is the trick here. So you got to make a sleight of hand check
All right.
with it.
You personally are impossible to detect.
Which is good. I'm good with that. I'm going to use 1 point of lucky, and I am going to use 1 more point of lucky. Oh, that's better. That will be a 35.
Okay, so let's talk this out. So I feel like with the check, there is no way, because she's not actively expecting someone to try and steal this. So this would definitely be a passive perception check.
Mm-hmm.
My question, and I'm just logistically, right? None of us here are professional thieves in real life. You're trying to take a necklace off of somebody. So
undo the clasp from the back and then whoop around it.
So I get what you're saying, and I agree you would definitely be undoing the clasp, assuming that this, stone has a clasp on its necklace. But then it's just like, if you undo a clasp, how do you get a big stone around the front off without it being seen?
So, what if you yourself as a person did the unclasping bit, and your mage hand was below to catch it?
Well, that's not what he said he was doing. So that's. So
Yes.
this is more of a question for you, Sean. Convince me how this works. This is not there. Mechanically, it will, like, the rules say it does work, but I'm saying, explain to me how this works that you do this.
So if there is a clasp in the back, I unclasp that and then hold it steady.
Okay.
And I wait for her to move, to bend over to grab a pie, where the weight of the necklace would be off of her person anyway. Then when she does that, that's when I kind of let go of one of the sides so it hangs off. And then when she goes to stand back up, that's when I kind of release down so it is no longer on her.
Okay, no, that makes sense.
Once it's off the person, that's when I would initiate the combat.
Okay.
Yes. When he does that, I attack her.
Right. So, well, let's see. So she's walking down the hallway or this alley, and you guys are talking about a game, and she's like, "Dream pies for sale," and she says, "Oh, Rick, my favorite customer.
Hey,
I've got a fresh batch of dream.
2 days.
A fresh fresh batch. Just made them this morning.
Oh,
Ooh.
The freshest
You know, I'm looking for you.
ingredients.
that is absolutely thrilling. Yeah, hook me up with 4, and I go to pull out my money.
And she says, "Oh, big spender." She'll take your money and she'll, bend down to get the pies, to hand you a pie off of the cart. And this would be a time where you feel like, Oz, you could do the thing you're trying to do. So the thing kind of drops away and she says, "Well, there's one pie for you."
Do I see this happen?
Make me a perception check.
Should we both? Because we're both there?
'Cause I am expecting this.
I went up to like talk to her too.
Okay, sure.
Ooh, 21. Not bad.
What was your stealth check? Your sleight of hand, Sean?
35.
35.
So you don't see this happen.
Okay.
Neither of us would be able to.
No, that was also part of the description and the plan of this is it's done so well no one knows that it's happening.
Wait, what was his sleight of hand?
35.
All right. Since I don't see this happen, I'm gonna assume it hasn't happened yet, and I'm gonna be like, "Look, I'm leaving soon. I just gotta know what's the secret ingredient."
And she's like,
So good.
"I don't know if you're ready." Yeah.
I throw a knife at her.
Okay. And she's like, "I don't know if you're ready for that kind of information. Are you? Once you know, you can't go back."
That's true.
Go ahead and make your Wait, you throw a knife or you?
I'm gonna stab her now.
Okay. So, go ahead and make. Well, let's everybody roll for initiative.
I'm having a good day with this dice.
Glad.
That's gonna be 22 for Oz.
16. Am I surprised?
No, you guys knew something was coming. You just didn't know when it was going to happen.
I got a big old 5.
Big old 5. You could be Neville again there, Jake.
Oh, okay, cool. I like Neville.
Yeah.
His initiative is garbage, but I still like him.
Mm-hmm.
Man. 0. Again. 2 in a row for him with initiative. He's just not ready for it. He's rusty.
The wolf shook him this morning.
I was gonna say also seeing her again might have shaken him again.
Yeah.
Plus, Neville is really like just the Jakey-ist character out of anybody.
Yeah. All right. So, Oz, fitting things well, you are up first.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna booming blade her with the with one of my +2 daggers. So that's a 14 on the roll, which makes the attack a 26.
That's gonna hit, yeah.
Sweet. I rolled with advantage because I was invisible.
Yep.
Cool. Just double checking.
You have allies there too, so.
Okay. 7. 2 of those. 1 of those. Let's roll those. 12. So 43 damage.
Okay. And that was thunder. Okay, yeah. So all of that
Thunder
is
magical daggers.
okay. So there's a big. There's no. Actually, I forgot. Booming blade doesn't make a booming. It's thunder spite that does. So you stab her, and she's like, "Ah!"
And then I'm gonna yell, or I'm gonna say now. And I'm going to run back in the alley and hide.
Okay. Are you going to? Yeah. No, he's visible. He stabbed her, so he's visible now.
That's what I said. I said, but visibly.
Right. Okay. So. All right. Then.
I got 26 on my self check.
Yeah, you're good. Presumably. Okay. So. I just want to check something real quick to see what makes the most sense. That sounds like fun. All right.
Ooh, can I change one of the things I just did?
Sure.
Instead of using my bonus action to hide, I'm going to use my bonus action to use my mage hand to grab the heart that fell. And I'm going to stow it in my pocket.
Okay. Got it.
And then move away from her because behind the rest of them, like 15 feet behind the rest of them.
Okay. So
It'll be a stab and then go get her! Go get her!
yeah, so she is next up is her turn.
Is she surprised?
She would have been, but we never really discussed. We know that Strahd was like keeping himself kind of hidden, and you guys were all having a conversation at the end of the alleyway, and we never discussed what we were doing with Neville.
Right.
And she clearly remembers Neville. Because she killed him last time.
That's fair.
So she, like, as soon as she saw him, she played it cool. Didn't expect to get stabbed in the back, but she is not surprised.
Makes sense.
And you were invisible, so I'm going to say she didn't want to try to do any opportunity attack kind of a thing. All right, so first thing she's going to do is she is gonna like see this whole scenario, and she's gonna drop her old lady form, revealing her haggish disguise, or her haggish actual appearance, and she is gonna just start cackling exceptionally loud, and I need everybody to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh no.
Everybody gets who's within 10 feet of Neville gets a +5.
That's
true. I forgot and specifically said that I moved
15 feet away.
I'm going to use my coffee inspiration.
Sure.
Oh, my natural one.
Okay.
I am going to use a charge.
Oh, that's so much better. Okay, good.
To roll a 15, which is about as good as Rick is going to get, because he doesn't get anything. Neville's going to have a 29.
Neville's good. What'd you get?
27.
27 is good.
I got a 21, but I had to use my last lucky to get it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I forgot Rick was within 10 feet of Neville, so he actually has a 20, not a 15.
Gotcha. Okay. So let's go. Strahd's gonna be fine. Yeah, 36. So sorry. What did you? Oz, you had a
21.
21. Clyde, you had a 27.
Mm-hmm.
And Rick, you said you had a 20.
Yep. Neville had a 29.
Okay. So only Rick will fail.
I tried so hard.
You are gonna take 23 points of psychic damage.
All right.
And you fall unconscious. So Rick just goes unconscious on the ground.
I see your face and I just faint.
Oh.
That took a turn.
Oh.
All
Ooh.
right, and then she's gonna point over at Neville and be like, "Once wasn't enough, huh? Back for some more? You see, you have a different group of friends with you. Well, that's no matter." And then Rick, it's your turn. You're unconscious.
Cool.
So that's your turn. Then it's Clyde's turn.
So, like, is Rick unconscious, like, because can healing help him?
Healing would not actually help him. You'll have to use your whole action to wake him up.
Yeah, my plan was on my next turn to use my action to wake him up.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, you do something cooler than that.
Okay.
You got nice spells to do cooler things with.
I'm trying to think of what I want to do. What size is this? Because the problem is, like, a lot of my things have, like, AoE kind of stuff, so I don't want to hurt you guys. So I'm trying to find something that would be good that wouldn't also hurt you.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I don't know if there is anything.
Sunbeam, maybe Blight if you still have it.
I do have Blight. I have Blight. Would Blight work on her? Because she's not undead.
No, she's not undead. She's a
Or
fiend.
construct. Okay, so yeah,
Give it a shot.
Why not?
I'm gonna do Blight then.
Yeah, Blighter.
Okay, go ahead. So I gotta make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay. She has advantage. Yeah, so that's an 18. What's your DC?
That's gonna fail.
Well, it would, but then she's gonna add a D10 to her.
Oh.
She can do that. She's gonna add 5 more to that, so that is gonna be a 23.
That'll pass. Alright, so you're gonna take 16 points of necrotic damage. That's already halved.
Okay. Cool. So she'll take 16 points of necrotic damage. Alright, so she does that. Then...
And I'm gonna, back it on up. If I can. If I was on the opposite side of the cart from her, if I try to leave, will that provoke an attack of opportunity?
Yeah, because you'd be outside of 5 feet.
Plus, you want to stay within 10 feet of Neville.
And I'm a hangout.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to stay with Neville, too. That was a help.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, then it is Strahd's turn next. So he will move up to her. He will pull out his hammer. He will try and hit her sometimes. So she is just like, this is an interesting turn of events. And he's like, oh, well. And I'll hit her once. Well, hit her twice. He will miss her a second time. So he'll hit her once. For some damage. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 13, 18 points of damage. Then it's Neville's turn.
All right. Neville is going to steel himself. He opens his mouth to try and respond to her being really mean to him. But he's his mouth is dry. He can't really breathe well, but he's going in with his spear. And he's going to attempt to attack her twice.
Okay.
Okay. And he's using the spear one-handed now because he's got the shield.
Okay.
17 plus 11, 28.
That'll hit.
All right. So he does. I wish when they on D&D Beyond they would update it so that your extra passive damage, because paladins do an extra D8 at this point on every attack. Because of the radiant paladin junk. But clerics end up doing extra damage like that. I wish they would pop that.
Well, to be fair, those are all qualified as if you want to.
Yeah.
It's not like a guaranteed thing that you get. It is, but you have to choose to apply it.
Okay.
It's dumb. I agree, but
I agree. Neville is going to smite, and he is going to use a 4th level spell. So that'll be 5d8 for a smite.
yes. 4th level spell?
4th level spell.
68.
6d8. 5?
6.
Because she's a fiend.
Yes. Okay. I thought it was 6, but then I just wasn't confident. Okay. So that is 10 damage from the spear, and then 34 from radiant damage.
Gotcha. Okay. She is going to use her reaction to cast a spell.
Ooh. I am going to use my reaction to try and counter her spell.
Okay, I need you to make a roll.
All right. Ah! And I am using my spellcasting modifier.
Yes.
That is a 21.
Then that will counterspell said
Nice.
spell.
Woo! Whatever it was. Neville will roll his second attack. Natural 1.
Belt of Fate's Bane, though.
Yes. Okay, cool. Good. Roll again. 13 plus 11 is 24, plus an extra 5 is 29.
Yep.
So that'll do it. This time he will smite using a 3rd level spell. So that's just 5.
Mm-hmm.
So 8 plus 30, 38 for that one.
Okay.
And then bonus action, I guess Shield of Faith.
Okay. So he does that.
Cool.
All right, then it goes back to the top of the round. It is Oz's turn.
All right. I am going to use my action. I'm going to run over to Rick and shake him and be like, Rick! Rick, get up!
Did we win?
Not yet!
Ah!
You're in, buddy. And then I'm going to lean in and whisper into his ear, hit her in her pocket. Wait, does she have pockets?
Kind of, yeah. Sure.
Okay. I'm going to say, try and hit her in her pocket. And then with my bonus action, I'm going to use my mage hand to try and stow a vial of acid in her pocket.
Okay, sure. You can make a sleight of hand check, I guess.
Okay.
Put her in the
Yes.
pocket. Got it.
So that is a 26.
Sure, you stow a thing of acid in her pocket.
My hope is that if Rick hits her in that pocket, it will shatter and do the requisite 2d6 of acid damage.
Yeah, that sounds like a thing.
And then I'm going to stand 10 feet behind Neville. Sorry, I'm going to stand 9 feet behind Neville.
Gotcha.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Well, then it's her turn. And she is going to cast a spell.
Does Strahd do anything?
He's gonna try a counterspell. I mean, so far she hasn't done anything with spells yet, so it hasn't really mattered. He's gonna try and counterspell and roll a 2, so that is going to fail his counterspell. Then I need everybody. She screams exceptionally loud. It echoes out. Might be a scream of pain, might be a scream of frustration. You're not quite sure. I need everybody to make me an intelligence saving throw.
Oof. Oh, I forgot I'm proficient in those.
We still get a plus
Rick's
5
genius.
from Neville, or is that okay?
The
Neville needs that
21
plus
for me.
5.
What'd you say, 21?
21.
23 for Rick, 19 for Neville.
Okay, hang on. Okay. Sorry, let me just jump back over here. Sorry, what were those numbers again? I heard some high 20s, but I missed that.
23 for Neville, 19 for Rick.
Okay, and
Rick, Jake, the first time you said that, you swapped those.
Okay, then that's
I don't know. You tell me which one's right.
The first one was right.
Okay, so Rick had the 23,
Yes.
and Oz had a what?
21.
And Clyde had a
21.
21. Okay, and Strahd got a 20. Okay, so Rick, you are the only one who succeeds on this ability, which is a spell, not her inborn ability.
Woohoo.
Everybody else, so except for Rick, will take 52 points of psychic damage.
Oof.
and they are stunned.
Oh, fuck.
I'm going to wait. Is it attack or any damage? Shit. We had to look this up last time. Features and traits. This isn't. Yeah, this isn't an attack. Okay, 52. You said
52, and you are stunned.
all right.
Nobody died from that, right?
I would have advantage on this because it's a spell.
It is a spell.
I have the dragon mark thing.
It is a spell.
That did in. Oh, yeah, that makes it a 26.
Then you succeed, and you are not stunned.
Do I still take the damage?
Half.
Okay.
Half.
Okay, cool.
26.
Yeah.
Clyde doesn't have any charges, right?
Clyde has 1 charge.
Can I
You can do whatever you like.
use it?
That's what Ja Rule says.
I'm gonna use it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. 21, 30.
Okay, you succeed. 26 damage.
Yeah, because all of us being stunned sounds like a bad time.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sounds like the worst time, man.
yeah.
Worse than that.
Okay, cool.
All right. So, that being said, nobody died from that, so we're good there. And okay, that's gonna do it for her. Rick, it is your turn.
Oh, that was loud. Rick is going to stand up and use his bonus action to rage.
Okay.
And then he is going to attack recklessly with Storm's Herald. He is going to roll like garbage and get a 17.
That's gonna miss.
All right. But then he'll roll again with advantage because there's no reason not to, and get a 27.
That will hit.
All right. Plus 12 is 22 points of damage.
Okay, 22 points.
Smoothest.
I'm gonna get my laptop charger.
I need you. She's going to cast a spell.
Um,
And he's back.
Trying to spell it.
Oz is going to try and counter that.
Okay, make a roll.
Hellish Rebuke.
That's a 19 on the roll.
All right, then it is good.
Very nice.
Okay.
So guys, if we want to take out the other ones, it might have to be tomorrow.
Yeah.
I got one more. Nope, that was all of my counter spells.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it after.
We'll figure it. This isn't the.
Okay, so that happened. All right, so now that it's the end. That's the end of your turn, right, Rick?
Yeah. It was kind of a flop.
Could have been worse. That spell
Yeah.
could have gone off. All right, well then she is going to use a legendary action
Ooh.
to claw you
All right.
with advantage,
With advantage.
which will hit.
She'll take 3 damage.
She will. You'll take 12 points of slashing damage.
All right. Her hit points are 4.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
That is not cool. And I wish you wouldn't make me do these things.
Mm.
Neville, you're great. 22.
Okay.
Neville.
Neville's
Then
great. He's great to
it's-
have around.
it is Clyde's turn.
Cool. Can I position myself to sunbeam her without hitting anyone else?
You do realize that will put Strahd in sunlight.
Yeah, but like, does it hurt him or is he just can't regenerate?
No, he takes 20 radiant damage a turn if he's in the presence of sunlight.
Oh, does he have his armor back?
He didn't bring it today.
Oh wait, can I do?
should have mentioned that.
Whatever, it's not that important.
I'm gonna
No,
up.
we should be okay.
I'm gonna upcast Moonbeam then.
Okay, that is a 10-foot radius, so it will hit Rick.
And there's no way I can.
It's actually a 10-foot radius, so it's a 20-foot diameter.
It's 5 foot.
Was it 5 foot? Okay, so it's 10-foot radius. So, I mean, you've got...
Can we put it behind her?
Yeah.
Didn't you have... I'm trying to remember, because you had... Oh, Oz was behind...
Yeah, he hid behind everybody.
Okay.
Always.
And he went behind us.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you could get it in such a way that it wouldn't get anybody else. Sure, we'll say.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Right.
Then I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So go ahead and I'm gonna make a Constitution saving throw.
I believe sure. Hold on, it went away from me. Here it is. Enter make Constitution saving throw. Yes.
All right, that's a 21.
Boo. She succeeds, but
Okay.
I'm gonna D
Roll some damage into.
4.
Ted, can I ask out of my own curiosity if the spells she's casting are reaction spells or if she's using legendary actions to cast them?
The ones that they were reactions.
Okay, cool.
So it'd be 35. So 18?
That's
18.
cutting.
We round up, right?
Yeah, so that's 18 already halved.
Already half, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. So she will do that at the end of your turn. She will use a legendary action
Boo.
to gonna claw Rick again.
Ah,
Because there's a very good chance that she'll be able to hit him because of the advantage.
it does give her a better than average chance, yeah.
That will deal to you 13 points of slashing damage.
Ah, that's what temporary hit points are for.
And I need you to make another wisdom saving throw.
All right. Come on, Neville, help me out, buddy. 19 plus 2, 21 plus 5, 26.
Okay, you are
Neville.
all set. Then Neville and Strahd are both stunned.
Ah,
They get to make an intelligence save at the end of their turn.
all right. Come on, Neville. 13 plus 10, 23.
All right, so he is not stunned. Strahd he rolled real bad, so he's still stunned.
Ah,
He rolled a 4,
Okay.
so 9. Yeah, still ended up being a 14, but unfortunately does not help.
Oh,
So-
it's true.
Back to the top of the round, it is Oz's turn. Or actually, no, you know what? At the end of Neville's stunned turn, she is going to claw at Rick again.
yeah, do it.
Yep, that's a 19.
That'll do it.
Wow, for 9 points of slashing damage.
All right.
She'll take another 3, and you got to make another wisdom saving throw.
There we go. 9.
You fall unconscious again.
You know,
Oz, it's your turn.
All right.
Rick is unconscious again.
Seems that way. I am going to. If you want something done right, I'm going to use my mage hand and use my what's it called?
Distracty thing.
Yeah, versatile trickster. So I'm going to use my invisible mage hand to give her a dry willy to distract her, so I get advantage on my attack roll with my thrown +2 dagger. That's gonna be a 24 to hit.
That hits.
All right.
Woo.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a 1. That looks about right. Oh no, that's actually not bad. So that's gonna be 36 points of damage.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That is going to be, and I'm gonna stand in front of, no, I'm gonna stand behind Rick's corpse, not corpse, body, prone body, sleepy time, self, and yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. All right, then it's her turn. All of the things come back. Does she get the other thing back? Let's roll. We do. All right, she's gonna use her stupefying cackle again. I need everybody to make charisma saving throws.
First, she has to make a con save because of Moonbeam.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true.
Also, question: is she considered a shape changer?
No.
No.
She's also in her natural form, so.
I know, but like she would still have disadvantage.
Well, she has advantage on the saves anyway.
So she would be rolling normal potentially.
But she's not a shape changer. No, good point. So she'll get a 19 on her save, which I think is a fail.
That's the number.
So then she will succeed.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know why I put these dice away. I forgot it was reoccurring for a hot sec.
I mean, it doesn't have to be. You could.
Nah, I want it to be.
I don't know. I mean, all right. I guess.
I used a higher spell slot for it, so it seems like I should commit a little bit to it. It's doing pretty well for me. All right. If she wouldn't keep halving it.
Well, you know.
I know. 20 damage. Alright, that's already halved, obviously.
Got it. Sure. All right. Now I need everybody to make a charisma saving throw.
Ooh. There, my friends, is the rub. That's gonna be 16 for me.
All right. I also need Rick to make one, even though he's unconscious.
You know, I feel persecuted against. 18 for Rick.
Okay.
26 for Neville.
Neville's good. 5.
It's gonna be a big old 11.
With the +5.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Charisma is not my stat, and I rolled like garbage.
And Strahd is fine. All right. So sounds like Oz, Clyde, and Rick and Neville, or Oz, Clyde, and Rick will all take 23 points of psychic damage. Rick, you wake up from the previous knockout from taking the damage and then immediately fall back unconscious.
What good.
So you are all unconscious currently. Strahd is stunned, but he's not unconscious, and Neville is fine. That is her turn. Then at the end of her turn, it's Rick's turn. He's unconscious. She is going to move as a legendary action over to Neville.
Okay.
That's the legendary action. Then it is Clyde's turn. Clyde is unconscious. The moonbeam goes away because you're unconscious.
Yeah.
Then at the end of Clyde's turn, she is going to try and strike Neville. Ooh, with a natural 20. That's the first one I've rolled tonight. 4, 9, and 11 is 24 points of slashing damage.
Woohoo!
And Neville will probably succeed, but he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Come on, Neville. Is it charmed, diseased, or frightened?
No.
Darn. 23.
Yeah, he's good.
All right, cool. You don't know at this point in the game. Like 23, sometimes you're like, oh, nope.
Yeah, no. She's not. Were they all three of them together, you'd be in a much worse spot. So this was the best call. Because those DCs go up when they're as a group.
Right.
All right, so then it's Strahd's turn. He is going to make a intelligence saving throw at the end of his turn to try and break the stun. Which he will get a 19 on the die, so he breaks his stun.
Whew.
But that's at the end of his turn. And then it will be Neville's turn.
All right. Neville is going to use his action to channel divinity, turn the unholy.
Okay.
So, I will censure the fiends within 30 feet of me, and she must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, wisdom saving throw. What's the DC?
18.
That is a natural 20.
Ah,
So she is okay, right? Nothing. Is she frightened still, or she's good?
nope. That's it.
Oh.
Okay. Then, does he have anything else?
He will hit her with the butt of his spear.
Sure.
Even the old butt. That is roll the 19 plus 11 is 30.
That'll hit.
All right, he will smite.
Smiting with the butt.
Third level smite.
So 48.
20s for damage. All right, and then the 1 extra d8 for him attacking like a paladin.
Oh, that's true. Don't forget that one. That's big.
Yes, that's an important one. Wow. 2, 8, 8, 8, 8, 4, 3. That's pretty damn good. So that will be 41 plus 6, so 47 damage.
How does Neville want to kill this hag?
All right. So he's gonna raise his symbol of Lathander to her, and he's gonna be like, "I'm not afraid of you," and it's gonna like shine bright for a second, and she's just gonna like grab it and just like toss it away, and he's gonna be like, and he's just gonna like from his other hand, he's gonna come around with the butt of the spear, and he's just gonna drive it into her eye, and then the smite's gonna like all channel in through there, and her head's not gonna explode, but it is briefly gonna like bulge out, and then like, and her whole face is gonna be all distorted and ugly.
You.
She won't have an eye.
All right, and she will drop down dead, and then Strahd and Neville will go around and wake everybody else up.
Cool. Neville's gonna stab her a couple times after she dies, just frantically, like 3 or 4 times, just in the face, because.
Okay, so Neville does that while Strahd wakes everybody up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh.
Thanks for waking us up. So, team.
Oh,
Oof.
That was rough.
So.
good job, everybody.
Neville.
High fives all around.
Could have been worse. Coming in clutch, Neville. Good job.
Twice now.
I'm gonna set the moon pies on fire so that nobody eats them.
Dream
Okay.
pies.
Dream
Great,
pies.
whatever they are. The things made out of people.
Sure, you are able to do that.
Cool.
Yeah, and Strahd's like, well, that went, that could have gone better, huh?
Yeah.
You know, it could have went worse though. Here we all are.
I mean, yeah, they could have all been together.
Yeah, that was a close one. So, Neville. Flippy. So that was rough, and she was the leader, so like you got your revenge, right?
And he's
I feel like that's not even close to how that works, Oz.
Yeah. Plus, I have a plan for next time. I have an idea.
I've never tried revenge, so like this is still my.
Oh
first
yeah, it's not really revenge if you don't go all the way.
So Neville's sitting there and he's like, all right, so he goes, how can I explain this? He goes, so let's say you had this group of people that you didn't like that were like, hey, we're gonna mess with you and all your friends, and we're gonna kill them because we can. And then they say, okay, we do that. We're gonna go. We kill all of your family and your friends and everybody you care about, and they're all dead now. And you know that 3 people did it, and one of them was sort of leading it, and you went and killed that person. Would you be content to just be like, well, I did it. I'm dead now. I'm good. I'll just let the other 2 go off and do whatever they want.
You're asking the wrong person. Like,
I agree with you, Neville. I think Oz is being
if I almost died in the attempt,
super,
then yeah, I would be like, close enough.
super insensitive.
Okay. This was genuine curiosity. If you want to keep going, let's keep going.
I understand both points. I will defer to what Neville feels he needs to accomplish.
Neville, I think we need to finish this for real.
Also, if everything works out, and look over at Strahd, hope it does, we could go get reinforcements and come back.
Yeah. Or we could get rid of this lady and her friends made us eat children. And I'm not cool with that. And I'm not happy about them having to live 24 more hours so that we can rest up and fight them again.
And he's like, I kind of agree with
You're
that.
saying don't rest before?
No, I'm not happy about it, but I think we should.
Oh, okay.
I'm unhappy. I'm not insane.
And he's like, yeah, no, I think we need to. I don't know what kind of powers they have. They've clearly grown in strength, or maybe they just never unleashed their full power with my friends. And I don't know if the 2 of them together can get a 3rd one again. The longer we wait,
the better the chances. Can I be Neville for a second?
You sure can.
Oz, do you still have that spell stone?
I do.
That's 3rd level spells, right?
Yep.
All right, cool. I definitely need that because I am going to put a magic circle spell in it.
Cool.
And I'm going to do that today after I attune to it. And then I will be able to have my spell slot and be able to cast it tomorrow if we have time.
Well, what I'm going to say for the moment is we should all take a break. On the internet, we're back from our break. The party just completed killing Morgantha, the leader of the 3-hag Coven of Barovia, on a mission to get revenge for Neville, as well as to avenge the party's stomachs for having consumed people and or children in dream pies. Also to make the world a better place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys have dealt with the aftermath of killing her. What would you like to do?
So, Strahd, you mentioned that they might be able to make a new one in a day?
He says, I do not know if they are capable of. I know you can add additional hags to a coven. It's typically a process, but I don't think it can be done in a day. But you had mentioned leaving and coming back and then getting reinforcements, and that may be difficult.
That makes sense. All right, so you guys want to rest and take out the rest of them tomorrow? I still say fly by with a dragon, drop a whole bunch of Molotov cocktails.
I am ready and willing. But wait,
do we still want to get the hearts off the other ones though?
Yeah.
I mean, if I could probably do that shit again.
Right? I feel like
worked once.
Same plan.
Secondarily,
how are they gonna what's gonna be their cue to bend over? Like she was getting pies.
Even honestly, even if he could just tear it off of her.
Nah.
You know?
True.
Secondarily, they probably know that she's dead. So they're gonna be on high alert.
I mean, they'll figure it out by tomorrow. They'll be ready.
Yeah.
Do any of us have anything that can attack people in the ethereal plane? How does that work?
Do fists work in the ethereal plane?
If you are on the ethereal plane.
Do
Yes.
plants work on the ethereal plane?
You need to be on the ethereal plane to affect things on the ethereal plane. Unless you have an ability that's
Create a
specific.
weapon on the ethereal
Gregor
plane.
right now. This would be a great time to have Gregor.
It would be, actually.
It would.
Because
Yeah.
he could shift planes.
He
Can
could.
Strahd stop them from plane shifting since he controls Barovia?
Wait, if nightmares can go on the in the ethereal plane,
And Strahd has a nightmare.
Strahd has a nightmare.
Oh.
So we got ethereal reinforcements. Strahd, would you want to mount up? And if any of them try and escape on the ethereal plane, that's your job.
He says I could do it, although I didn't fare too well in the last situation.
I think you did pretty good, bud. I mean, you were the one who was standing and waking me up after the battle. So that's a plus.
That is
I mean,
true.
that is fair.
If they're in the magic circle, maybe we can, try and focus on one in the magic circle.
He says, well, if they are inside the circle, they should not be able to transport, at least easily, the ethereal plane.
But like just in case.
Yes, ideally, I think we gotta get at least. I think. All right, I got it. We sneak in as much as possible. Oz, you get the heart off of one. Neville magic circles the other, and then we focus on that one immediately.
I love this plan, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Yeah. That works.
Sean, I need you to roll me a D58.
Woo! 4 plus 2. 14.
14. Go ahead and roll again. I think we've gotten this one before.
10, 15, 25, 32.
Do you have the backpack with the false compartment?
I do.
Alright, then roll again for me.
27.
Ah, a fake hand. That is a near perfect match for yours.
Ha! Love it.
Ugh, and then he could mage hand his fake hand.
Ooh, hand on hand on hand.
Yeah.
So many hands.
And then he could pretend to drop something and then catch it, and he'd be like, "Oh, I'm all hands."
Oh.
Jesus.
That all sounds like Oz.
Yeah. So,
Jake's smug little face. Your little smile.
Strahd will say, he says, I believe that I believe they will be almost immediately aware that one of their coven has fallen. I believe that's kind of the nature of how the covens work. So they will more than likely know that Morgantha has fallen.
All right. Fair enough.
So, do you guys just want to go for it?
We got our long rest in?
Well, that's up to you.
I think we should get the long rest in, or at least a short rest. Rick is fine with a short rest because did anybody use any big spells? Neville used a couple.
That's the only thing is we're out of counter spells.
No, Strahd still has.
Oh,
counter
still has.
spells. I'm just out of counter spells.
Mm-hmm.
Neville used a lot of his big spells.
Let's take the rest. Let's take the rest.
Okay. Are we taking a long or a short?
Let's take a long rest.
Okay.
I mean, if they're immediately aware, then there's no benefit to us running into it now, because they know now. They also know later.
I mean, giving them more time to reinforce, but
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
So long rest?
So yeah, what's the plan?
First I'm gonna ask Strahd. So, what's your plan with Argenvolst now? Are you just gonna leave him there?
Ooh.
And he's like, oh, I hadn't really thought about it. I mean, I guess, you said you freed him from his
And maybe a dragon.
shackles, you said? Or did you not tell me that? I don't remember.
He tried to, but there's not much we could do against those chains. They were
Yes. No, we could
We had to
easily.
cut
We could.
Neville into pieces to get him out of his.
Yes. Well, you live and you learn, or you just, I just tell we can
We
get rid of
live
it.
and you learn for us.
We could undo that. That would make sense, rather than just leaving him in torment. That would be kind of a shitty thing.
Plus, maybe he could come with us too.
I was like, maybe you can come fight these hags with us.
He seemed like he's gonna need more than one long rest to recoup.
Yes, I believe he will more than likely stay here, as in, this is where his whole livelihood has been built, is in this place.
Sure.
So they'll probably want to rebuild everything that I destroyed.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Oops.
that'll get awkward. We should leave.
Yes.
All right, cool. So, yeah, let's go back to the palace. Second breakfast, and then tomorrow, let's go take out some hags.
Okay.
Cool.
And Strahd, you said that they're resistant against poison.
No, I did not say that.
Okay, cool. Oh, you said cold and fire.
Fire and gold.
I did.
What happened to the thing you put in her pocket?
Oh, I take it back out.
Okay, you do.
I was gonna say, did it ever get set off?
No, everybody was asleep.
Yeah.
Yes, fair. How does one set it off? Do you have to hit it directly, or like if she gets it with a spell?
I was just hoping that like Ted would let it fly. The way the item's written, it's a thrown weapon.
Yeah, you're supposed to throw it and smash
Throw
it.
it and it shatters if you hit them, and they take 2d6 acid damage.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, well, either way, it didn't go off, because everybody who was going to hit it, and Neville stabbed her in the eye, so.
Yeah.
I am
Good
going
job,
to
though.
prep my my sheath that I can smash the acid vials
Mm-hmm.
or the poison vials to coat my dagger.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna prep that with one of the uses of the Tlanuki venom I have
Sure, okay.
from game like 3.
Yeah, yeah. I don't even remember what that does, but sure.
I think I have it written down.
I hope so, because I don't remember what it does.
I took good notes in the beginning.
I was 91 episodes ago.
Yeah.
So many episodes.
We've had a few.
The Tlanuki venom. It's a DC 14 con save, or they take 4d6 poison damage. If they pass, they take half. If they fail, they're also poisoned for a minute.
Okay. Sure.
I have 3 uses.
Okay.
So I'm gonna prep one of my +2 daggers in that sheath.
Okay. That makes sense.
And cast Find Familiar today. Bring Al back.
That also makes sense.
Ooh. Unless Owl's gonna be something. No, he's gonna be an owl.
Okay.
He's gonna be a spookier owl.
Ooh, spoopy owl.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys all go back to the castle, you take a long rest. So you're I guess it sounds like everybody's eating and then sleeping, and then first thing in the morning you're coming back, or what was the plan?
Yeah, we're not taking baths today.
You know what? I think we should pick this fight at dawn.
You know what, guys? We have the whole day. Why not take baths? What else are we gonna do?
Well, no. This is my thought process. We attack at dawn.
Yeah.
That's all. I had a different idea, but it's not going to work because I forgot we're in Barovia. I was going to say we put the sun to our backs. We attack from the east. So the sun's behind us, so it's hard for them to see us as we're attacking.
Ah.
But it's Barovia, and it's always just kind of cloudy. So.
True.
And also, like, I'm anxious to get home. I want to go home.
All right.
Oh, yeah, dawn is fine.
Sounds good.
That.
Okay.
Dawn.
All right. So Celine, I need you to roll me a D53.
Oh boy. Wait, what was I supposed to roll? A 50 what?
3.
3? Okay, I'm just making sure I'm adding this up right, because I think it... Okay, yeah, sorry. 39, 47.
Okay. a magical straw hat that slightly nudges around like a sunflower to better shade the wearer's head.
Instantly goes on the head.
Yeah.
There's no sun here, so it's not useful yet. But
It's a fashion statement, I
it's a
guess.
statement.
Good. It'll keep the mist out of your hair.
All
Keep
right.
it loosened.
So, all right. So you guys all eat. You have whatever conversations you need to have. Attune to what items you wish to attune to, or however that's going to work. So does Neville take the stone?
Yes. Neville will deattune to the belt.
Okay, for the bloodstone. Okay. And then everybody's sleeping and then waking up in the night to attack at dawn, or how did that? I wasn't sure where we landed on that.
Yeah, we wake up at like 3:30 in the morning so we can all prep out and go and leave,
Have coffee.
have coffee, and then get there, dawn adjacent.
Gotcha.
If we
Dawn
get there by
pretty.
like 7, we'll do pretty good.
That's
We plan to get there at dawn, but like Oz is a little slow getting up in the morning.
like
Neville forgot something, so we had to go back.
like in movies when it's like that the crew had to wake up really early to get there for that shot during that morning light.
Mm-hmm.
That's our same time frame.
Gotcha. Well, I feel like if it would be day for night if you're shooting in Barovia.
Yeah, I was gonna say. By the way, Selena and I started rewatching Psych for fun, and they shoot day for night so much in season 1, and they do it so poorly. It is driving me crazy.
Well, Sean, I need you to roll me a percentile, please.
Oh, delight.
And I need Jake to roll me a percentile, please.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Jake as Rick or Jake as Neville?
Jake is Rick.
Okay. 'Cause they're different.
67 dudes.
Dude, 95, dude.
All right. Well, that is unfortunate on both of your parts.
Ah.
So,
Rick can't be detected if that's what you're talking about.
no, this is something different. So you both have just horrible nightmares, horrible, dreadful visions in your sleep. That in the real world last for over an hour. But you don't know that because you're dreaming. So during that time, it's bad news bears for all of you.
Oh.
For you two anyway. Both of your maximum hit points are reduced by 5.
Oh,
All right.
And you don't get any hit points back from this long rest.
oh,
That's pretty lame.
Oh no.
As you are nightmare haunted by the other 2 hags.
Ooh.
I wake up and take a short rest. Man, that sucked. I need to sit down for a while. Whoa. Rick's extra sweaty. He takes a bath.
Wow.
Ow.
Yeah.
Oh.
So.
He almost falls asleep.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. You gain no benefit from the rest, not just hit points. So no spell slots or any abilities either.
Oh shit.
No benefits of any kind from said long rest.
All right. Well, that stinks for Oz.
So fight them the next day?
Ugh,
I'll just do it again.
I don't feel good.
You would
guys.
have to wait another 24 hours.
I know.
And then they could just try and haunt us again.
Oh, this isn't good.
Wait. Let's, guys. You don't have to yell. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have 4 to 5 more cups of coffee.
Oh,
Clyde,
yes.
I need you and Neville to go to the library. Strahd, would you mind showing them to the library, please?
And he says, not a problem.
Thank you so much. I need the 2 of you to do some research on hag covens, okay? Figure out if they can do this to me again tonight, and if 2 nights is enough for them to bring in another third hag. Okay?
Okay.
Once
Right.
we have those pieces of information, we'll know where to go. Because if they can just do this again tomorrow, then let's just get this over with.
Okay.
I'll be here.
To the library.
Okay, you guys head to the library. Take some time, do some research.
Oh, this is just
So basically what you'll find is there's these things that basically it's called a nightmare haunting. In the olden days, it used to be called hag riding, where the hag would literally ride on top of the person in their sleep and then like spit blood down their throat. It's a whole thing. But basically, they were physically present in your rooms last night. They can do this from the ethereal. There's different things, but nightmare haunting, they are on the ethereal plane, and they are in your room, physically touching you in the ethereal plane, and then they can cause this to happen. You know that you'll also find that if they do this long enough and it manages to kill the person, they steal their soul.
Oh, jeez.
And add it to their soul bag. Where they can do all sorts of interesting things with that. It gives them certain kinds of abilities. It gives them more insight into what goes on in their head. So all sorts of bad stuff. And since night hags are fiends, that also potentially, if they can also choose to transfer the souls directly to the plane of Hades, it can be bad news bears for the people involved.
Sure.
So this is definitely a thing they could do again. Obviously, if you now are aware of it, you could potentially take means to prevent against it. There are ways to go about that. Obviously, you could put someone in the ethereal plane in the room, cast certain kinds of spells and things like that to prevent it. So to adjust for a coven, because you asked specifically about that, it is possible to make to make a new hag. Usually involves the corruption of a child for so many years, a female child that eventually will be transformed into a hag. That takes a while. If there are any other night hags in Barovia, they can sort of be like adopted into the Coven. And technically, it's very rare, but it can happen that hags can invite hags of different types of hags into their coven to just complete the coven. Has to be hags, but like 2 night hags could invite a green hag into their coven just to get the boost of having a coven formed.
Okay.
So it really comes down to, are there other hags in Barovia? Can they get together in this time? So that's what you're able to gather from this. And then I guess it'll also say that hags that are capable of the abilities that which you saw are what they consider elder night hags, and some of them have been known to pledge themselves to greater fiendish creatures as essentially warlocks.
Oh.
Oh.
All right.
To some darker force. And
be dumb to pledge yourself to a dark power.
And you would know that some of the abilities the spells and things they cast were above and beyond what a typical hag could do, so they were probably granted from some sort of patron.
I got it.
Enough.
You ready? We give the bloodstone to Strahd.
Why?
Rick and I, let me finish. Rick
Okay.
and I go to sleep in the same room. We have Strahd and his nightmare in the ethereal plane looking over us. When they come and start some shit, Strahd's there. He's got the bloodstone gem. He can magic circle them so they can't get anywhere. Right? Is
Okay.
this how this shit works, right? Then he's just got to yell real loud. We wake up. We have Neville and Clyde in the next room for reinforcements. Now we're springing a trap on them.
Oh.
They think they're coming to get us. We're coming to get them. And if they
How
don't
do we
show up,
get into the ethereal plane?
what's up?
How do we get into the
Oh
ethereal
yeah, we
plane?
can't attack them because they're in the ethereal plane.
Well, now, doesn't the magic circle make them like not?
No, it makes
That
it so they
thing?
can't travel. It makes them so they can't travel between planes
So they would be stuck in that circle in the ethereal plane.
in the ethereal plane.
Yeah.
For how long?
An
minute.
hour?
Is it an hour? It
I'm
is
pretty
an hour.
sure it's
You're
an
right.
hour.
You're right.
Okay, well then we'd have an hour to figure it out.
Is there a way to make them not in the ethereal plane that anyone can think of?
What if you destroy their necklaces?
Yeah,
Maybe
I
they
mean
get
that.
stuck in the ethereal plane. That's
Yeah,
actually a pretty dope move too.
Actually, yeah.
Get them into the ethereal plane, take their necklaces. Is there any information on how they make the necklaces?
Ooh, good question.
It takes 30 days to make one. You also know that they can cure any disease. These heartstones.
Cool.
No shit, I have one.
Yeah.
Dope. Do they need like materials to make them? Because they wouldn't have access to any stuff in the ethereal plane.
It doesn't. The books that you have doesn't dive that deep into what kind of stuff they can do. So
Okay, so they might just be able to just magic them. into-
you're not sure. Probably not, but you're not sure.
Hmm.
Ooh. How long does it take to cast Magic Circle?
A minute.
Because we could have Strahd and Neville chain them. If it lasts for an hour, you get them caught in there. Minute before it goes off, next one starts his. Give us a little more time.
Right, that works. Except every single turn they would be able to
Try to get
attack,
out.
which is just a charisma saving throw.
It's not like a permanent trapping.
Okay, fair.
It just
Fair
makes
enough.
it harder
This
for them
isn't
to
a
teleport.
Force cage or what's the level 9 one? Imprisonment?
Yeah.
No, it's not quite as beefy. It's great. It's a great spell.
If they were using spells to do it, then it makes you use the spell. You have to make a charisma saving throw, and if you fail, you
Right.
lose the spell. But this is not a spell. This is the thing they can do with those items.
Yeah.
So I mean, even if it did make them make that save every turn, they could continue to try every turn.
Right, and
It's an
Neville's saving throw isn't so wild that they wouldn't be able to get it.
Yeah, it's not. It would basically, it just becomes an attrition game of who gets it first.
And they will eventually, though.
Yeah.
All right, so
Like, just go get them now? Can you guys like heal up now? You just didn't get anything from that rest, right?
Yeah, we just took a short rest, so
I mean, yeah, I can like, so like I could get my HP up, but the main reason we were taking the rest is so I get my counter spells back,
Yeah.
and that didn't happen, and I used up all my luckies. So like, Oz is I'm functioning at basically half of what Oz can do.
Yeah.
Is it worth going after them now while I'm still at half capacity?
Or is it worth trying to stop them from preventing you from having a good night's sleep?
Yeah. I'm kind of leaning towards just kind of go for it.
Yeah.
and just have me function as a regular rogue. I'll just try and be sneaky and do damage, rather than trying to be part of Team Magic and Strahd's Team Magic now.
I mean, are you sure? Because that's, I don't know. Is that fun for you?
Yeah, I mean, I love playing a rogue because it's so versatile and I can be good in different ways. So, like, yeah, I'm fine giving it a shot.
Yeah, Rogue is definitely a class that is carried by the base class and not the subclass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they are drastically different in power in what they can all do.
Also, we could have, like, Neville has Dispel Magic and also his Channel Divinity Magic Dispel thingy.
I have Dispel Magic too.
So, we could have one person, like, stay a little bit further back outside of the range of some of their stuff and then be able to dispel them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we also have the Dispelling Stone.
Yeah. So I think we should just go for it.
Okay. I think this might be an opportunity to try and use this potion of maximum power we have.
What does it do?
The first 4th or lower spell that you cast does max damage. So if we give it to who does the best damage at this point? I was gonna say Strahd with Fireball, but they're resistant to fire. So
yeah.
I mean, Clyde with Blight.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have Blight.
Blight's definitely a good option. Neville doesn't have any damage spells, unless it counts smites.
Well, you did just take a long rest, so you could swap.
Yeah.
I don't think you have a ton of options, really, but you could.
Yeah, he doesn't have, like, a lot of good 4th level damage spells.
There's not for
Or
paladins.
lower.
There's not any good damage spells for paladins.
No, that's when they got weapons.
Yeah, you
They
can.
have a smite, so why would they care?
Yeah, I mean, he also has, in theory, his Channel Divinity, which wouldn't be the other one, not the turn one.
Right.
Which just adds, I think, to attack, or is it just attack or attack and damage? I forget.
I think it's just attack.
Yeah.
It is just attack.
How long does that last?
A minute.
But it's an action. So,
Yeah.
if he was great weapon fighting, it'd be perfect. But he's not.
True.
Well, I mean, if we're in a position where we can initiate the attack,
Yeah.
like
It
if
could be worth it, yeah.
If we can sneak up as a group or something, then being able, like, having him initiate the combat by doing that.
Yeah, that would be an okay way to do it.
Yeah.
Neville does have Staggering Smite as a 4th level option.
What'd that do?
I will check and read it. Let's manage spells. Thank you. 4th level. Staggering Smite. It's 4d6 psychic damage. So, Wisdom saving throw, failed save, disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, and can't take reactions until the end of its next turn. So, not super for maxing damage.
No, I think Blight's still our best bet with 8d8.
Question. Yeah. For, like, a spell that you cast it the first time and then each turn as, like, an action you can, like, set it off or whatever, would the max damage thing only affect the first time it's casted?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I didn't know if it was, like, it would carry over since it was technically still up, but that's 100% reasonable. I wasn't expecting it to.
No, it's just the first one.
Yeah, I would say Blight then would probably be the best option because it's 8d8.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, all right. So, you guys are going to set out then, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
After I short rest heal.
Sure. Okay. Well, let me ask you guys this. Do you want to jump into this tonight, or do you want to wait? Because we We have 15 minutes before people typically like to end, but I know we're not playing next week, so I figured I'd ask.
Ooh.
I personally think I would like to wait just because I get sleepy at this time and I may not play as well as I normally could have in a battle. But if people wanted to keep going, I would also fight things because I like fighting things.
No, we're pretty much right to the point where we're ready to start the battle, right? And then it's going to be like at least an hour. So
probably the first fight was just one of them, and now there's going to be two.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's going to take a long time.
Right.
Or
so,
maybe other things.
I think this makes a reasonable stopping point.
I agree.
Okay, so then that answers that.
So the next time we play is together, right?
In theory.
In theory?
In theory. Yeah.
Assuming
September 8th?
September 8th, yeah. We should be back in person. What?
Oh, no. Yeah. Sorry.
Good. All right. So yes, in theory, folks, the next time we play will be September 8th. We should all be back in person for that. So we shall see what happens then. As the party takes on 2 Elder Night Hags. Should be fun.
Should be fun.
And, you know, whatever other things they have hanging out in their windmill.
Yeah.
Like the other fiend, you know, the baby one. That lives in there.
No, that one was dead.
No, we killed the one low level thing.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
The in the barrel fiend.
Yeah, the in the barrel fiend. Now I have something else that higher level night hags pull. I have a sweet mini for it, so it works out well.
Ooh.
Yeah, so anyway, thank you all so much for watching. We really do appreciate everybody coming out and hanging out throughout the length of the stream. I don't think we're going to be doing Rod of 7 parts tomorrow night because Jordan is busy and he's the DM, so you can't really do that without him. So I think I may try and do something in that spot. A lot of people have been really, especially that group, has been really big on wanting to play Waterdeep Kitten Heist. So if I can get that working, we might do that tomorrow, which is a one-shot. What?
What is that?
Yeah.
That is a one-shot where you play kittens.
Oh, no. No, because then you get a kitten killed. I don't quit that.
I don't feel like it's going to be like that, Jake.
I feel like that's too dangerous to even risk.
Well, I mean, we'll see. It might not even happen at all. So be on the lookout for more stuff coming out on YouTube. I've got a lot more DMs Guild stuff coming. I've got a lot more WizKids unboxings. I'm still working through all of the WizKids stuff. I still have all these Strahd minis to unbox. Plus, I just got dropped a die there. Just got this custom mini I ordered from Eldritch Foundry. Comes in a cool metal tin. It's got to unbox that. Just got Wally DM's Book of Puzzles. That just came in. I got a lot of stuff coming in the near future. So stay tuned to YouTube. As well as, you know, if there's any more stuff on Tosh's Cauldron of Everything, I'll be covering that as well. There's supposed to be a Top 10 Tuesday today. I don't think it's going to happen, realistically, because I thought it was going to be the one that I recorded back in June or May that was supposed to come out in July, but the sponsor has still not gotten me the okay to put it out yet, so we'll see. Anyway, and we'll be back in person in 2 weeks, which is super fun, and then eventually Evil Game come back. So
Things I need to accomplish.
Yeah, we got a lot of things going on there.
Fortunately, I've had a ton of time to plan, and I got cool shit. As long as you guys don't die in that first
that opening fight.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. And then, you know, who knows? We may potentially look to in the future at some point fill Pat's slot, but we'll see what happens as time goes on. So the only way you're gonna know is if you stay tuned and watch the channel. So anyway, yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
Cool.
Good night, everyone.